I'm going live. I'm live. Hey, hey. Should be live. Should be nobody watching because it's unlisted, of course. And this page keeps refreshing. Okay. That's cool. That's nice. Okay. Let's close this and go to my Reaper project. And we're gonna just plug a guitar in here and oh wait, I gotta change my input for my guitar. My guitar is plugged into. Oh, I already did that. Cool. Input 3. Cool. So I got my guitars all set up to be able to work. We'll just grab the old Strat off of the old wall. It's a very old wall. Let's see if I can do this without knocking all my stuff on the floor. Be interesting to see if anybody actually watches this at all, given it's unlisted. I should have a. Oh, let's make that. There we go. Damn, that delay is going on forever. Oh yeah, that's nice. Nice and stereo. Got way too much feedback on this side. There we go. That's pretty good. Now, let's go ahead and go to my YouTube channel. Let's shut that thing down. We'll go to my YouTube channel, just for the hell of it. YouTube, yay! Yeah. Well, yeah. Falcrow's up and streaming too. I love it. Let's go to the Falcrow's page. We should be able to hear him and watch his YouTube.
Guitar I'll ever buy. I bought some cheap stuff first to see what kind I liked, and as I played them, I liked the Les Paul standard, but I loved the sound of the Strat.
Wi-Fi.
Single. But when I found this one, the single humbucker didn't really bother me. If I want to have not noisy, I can just put it up by the bridge, and it's all good. I do have a switch also here, micro switch, whatever you want to call it, right there next to my ring finger, that will allow me to use all three pickups at the same time. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's my baby. But my sound is working. To finish what I was saying before I noticed that Wi-Fi was here. It's the first time my sound has worked properly through the Focusrite in 8 months. But last night when it went down, I hadn't touched anything. I hadn't changed anything. Yes, I am live, Marshall. I am indeed. Hopefully that has a very nice Nollie clean tone there. Still. But yeah, it's all working. As you can see, I'm beaming. I'm very happy. Very awesome to have this user error. Yeah. Well, thank you for all your help. You were instrumental, in getting this all back up and running. But everything seems to be working great. I'm streaming your stream on my channel. Redundancy at its best. That's does that make it a double live? We should do a double live album.
Yes, indeed.
So yeah, I've got this all set up and working, and everything seems to be pretty awesome.
Channel.
Let's play with some amps. I want to change some sounds and see what's happening here. So if I go to Reaper and I bring up this track effects, there is Nollie right there. You can't see it because OBS will only show the primary window. It will not show menu windows, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. So, but anyway, we've got this is on clean chords right now. Let's see. Let's look at something a little more firm.
Oh, this is awesome.
And let's look at metal rhythm. Oh, that's pick works better when it's right side up.
Oh yeah.
That seems to sound alright. It does to me. I have no idea what my levels are like in. I have no idea what my levels are like in OBS because although I can hear myself in the monitor with no latency, thanks Marshall, I can't hear what my mix sounds like on there yet. But I can do this and make sure the guitar still works on my other solo screen. That's what I call it. It's my solo screen.
Anytime.
Hello, Gary.
Hey, that's awesome.
And hopefully you can hear that Marshall has helped me get my tone beard working properly. Yeah, you were very instrumental in that too. That's my favorite word today, instrumental. I try more stuff and I don't get all scary and weird. Let's see here. What do we got? Vulgar.
And you can all hear me typing in in good old Falcros. This is so much fun. Wow.
Yeah, this is fun. Again, or still.
3 and 4. Wow, it's 3 and 4. If I turn these up a little bit.
I don't know. Well, I suppose. I'm not sure I agree with that, Marshall.
Yeah.
Woo! That was a weird note. Oh man,
wow.
I'm stoked. Well, I suppose.
It's so fun.
I'm really stoked that this works. It's been so long since it did work. Let's try playing with other stuff like reverbs and things. I'm so excited now.
For the birthday song.
I can't see it if I don't do that. Right. I'll move this over here because I don't need to see me. That's not what I wanted to do.
Happy birthday.
I grabbed the wrong window.
Yeah.
Genius. Come on.
Let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. Let's mute. All right. So now I'm back in my own live stream, and you all can see where I'm streaming live, and I got my buddy Richard on the other line, And let me maybe go back to YouTube Studios. Let's check stream settings, and let's see if I can make this on private edit. Let's see if I can do this. Let's make this public. Done. Save. Okay. So now it's public, and I'm working with getting some audio going here in my live stream. It's just kind of fun, and I should have a guitar. Yeah, let's make the happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Oh boy, now it's gone and I can talk like a normal person. Let's put some chorus on my voice just to make it kind of interesting. There we go. Now I've got some Aussie going on. Time to change, and time to strange, but here I come, but I ain't the same. Mama, I'm coming home. Yeah, oh yeah, that's awesome. Let's pan this out like nice and real wide, and then we'll just go ahead and we're gonna leave the pitch transposer off. So I got this really fun chorus effect going on here. I'm gonna go back to the effects on my vocal. I'm gonna add a delay just for the hell of it because I can. Redelay. There it is. Oh wait, that well. There it is. Oh wait, that well. Now okay. We'll make some. There's a lot of feedback. Not too wet. Not too wet. Wet part of it down a bit. Times are strange, and times are strange. Here I come, but I ain't the same. Oh yeah. We're just having kind of a fun time here. Let's go back to Richard's broadcast, and we'll make my voice sound kind of normal. Let's see, where is Richard at? There he is, and we'll unmute him and.
We should shrink Reaper.
Should all hear him just fine.
I need 3 screens. See, Marshall, you just cost me money. Now I'm gonna have to go buy a 3rd monitor.
You know it.
So that I can see all of my things.
Wow.
Problems to have.
Yep. Yeah, most. It's definitely a bummer. Yeah, I get it, brother.
Let's see. I don't. Really. So
hey man, hello. Interesting. So, hello. Holy smokes! I need to put my glasses on so I can see you folks that are here. Greg, what's up? Howdy. What's up, Greg? Justin, yo. Yeah, too much of about 5. I got you. I don't have any effects on my voice right now. I'm gonna switch over to so you can see my stream here. I did this production today. Shot video of this production. Let me make sure. Yeah, so you can see my face. And let me let me delete these guitar tracks. And so what I've got going here is I've got some free VSTs going on. I've got Surge Synth on 3 or 4 tracks here. Let's just make these bigger so you can see my tracks. And I don't have any. I'm not using Easy Drummer at this point on this stream, but I recorded this just to kind of make fun of pushing a button on a keyboard, like. So you can write a song by pushing a keyboard button, right? So that's what I did, and now I can play a guitar solo to this rhythm track with a count in and all that shit. So I've got it tuned in. I programmed all that. You can see my button pushes here, and I actually made a mistake right in this area where I hit an extra key, and so if I solo this, and I'll solo my voice too so you can hear me. I mean, it's really difficult to do in Reaper when you're streaming, but you can. And my little mistake right here, I'm going to go in and remove it just because I can. Not that it makes any impact on the sound of this, but if I delete that, now it's gone. Welcome to Reaper. Surge Synth. This is a brand, it's an old synthesizer, and I don't have that track armed to record, so we'll try and find that. Where am I here? Oh, did I get, oh, there we go. Okay, so I've got this track armed to record, you know, but I've got, I need to turn my guitar. And here's the next synth. And here's the next one. And I don't know what this one sounds like. Maybe I don't have, I don't have the input set to MIDI. Samson Carbon. This synth that I'm using, or MIDI controller that I'm using right here is like $79, right? And the Surge Synth was free. It's a free plugin. You can just search Surge Synth. I do recommend paying those guys some money, donating some money to their cause, because they built a really great synth. And we can go in here, and I'm just using stuff like these rhythms, and you know, I can go in here and okay, I don't really like that one. And it's not changing. That's interesting. I wonder if we'll go to these sequences. Where am I at? Oh, I know what I'm doing here. Let's open the right. Let's go to this. It's an easy mistake to make. We'll go to our rhythm track. Okay, I don't like that. Here we go. So let's put this back. Let's record this track. We'll just go ahead and record it. What the hell, right? We'll just add another layer of synth on this really simple. Let's bump this down an octave. No, let's go way up. Let's go. Here we go. Just kind of messing around. Totally. Let me make sure. There we go. Here we go. Okay, so I've done all that. We got that rhythm part recorded, and it's, what is it right here? Okay. So we have all that noise going on, and just adding layers and, you know, having fun. I mean, it's really difficult to write music anymore if you've got GarageBand or Reaper or simple synthesizer. You can create some pretty darn interesting music. I'm gonna move this someplace where I can see it. Oh man, Greg, I'm doing great. Hey, have fun with the Christmas tree. I'm just kind of messing around here. You know, not really paying much attention to the chat today, but just thought I'd try this. And the other thing that I've got going with this project is that I'm able to run a YouTube video in my DAW and play it in big broad stereo track. I'm gonna go. I have not asked Mark. I'm gonna go to Mark Tanner's YouTube channel and play a song that I happen to play on. We'll go to his channel. I want to find an old one that we did with Trevor a long ways back. He's got tons of songs on here. Tons. Let's see. What's the song? Fix You. Just because, you know, Mark and I spend a lot of time, and, you know, and a lot of guys spend a lot of time on YouTube to get their mixes sounding nice and big. Oh, let's go to Season of the Witch. This is one that Mark and I recorded together. And I should be able to, let me see what's going to happen here. Okay. I think this should... Yeah.
Many sights to see.
Okay.
And when I look in my window, so many different people to be, that it's strange, so strange. You got to pick up every stitch. You got to pick up every stitch. You got to pick up every stitch.
Pretty simple.
Oh, must be the season I'm looking. When I look over my shoulder, what do you think I see? Some other cat looking over his shoulder at me. And he's strange. Sure, he's strange. pick up every stick. Beatniks are out to make it rich. Oh no.
Haha, there he is.
Must be the
Woo!
season.
Mark, I love you, brother. God, I was so young.
You got to pick up every stick. Two rabbits running in a ditch. Beatniks are out to make it rich.
Okay, we're gonna get done with that. I just, kind of trying to prove a point that with regard to doing streams, you can get a good stereo mix of a YouTube video using Reaper, OBS, and a plugin called Restream that comes free in Reaper. Although the you do have to download a different version of it than what comes with Reaper. So that's kind of the deal with that. So I'm just hopeful that you guys might be able to gather something from this. I'm gonna get rid of Glenn Fricker. We'll go back to Reaper. And for those of you wondering about guitar VSTs, I am a big proponent and supporter of the Neural DSP stuff. You can do some pretty epic stuff with their plugins, and I'm a big fan. They sound remarkable. You'll notice my guitar is very quiet right now. But I play the old cowboy chord, America's chord, G, and it just sounds epic. I got tons of delay and tons of reverb and tons of effects on here. Just trying to maybe put a word out there that this stuff absolutely works. And we can get rid of that last lead part, and let me see if I can, let me do this. Let me just get rid of the delay. I'm going to turn the delay off and the reverb off. So we're going to go with a really dry rhythm guitar sound. If I bring my volume up, so I've got some in my left ear, which that would be this guitar channel. There we go. Now we've got it quiet. Okay, let's record something. Okay, here we go. Got a nice rhythm guitar track. And here we are sitting around the home recording really pretty dumb stuff today. So I've got those two guitar tracks recorded. I'm going to duplicate this one and we'll delete that. And what I'm going to do is disarm this one to record. We'll arm this one to record, and we will unmute the delay track so that now I've got a and I need to tune my guitar really badly. Oh, shoot. I've got to tune my guitar. Okay, here we go. I can do this inside my DAW without having to put a snark tuner on the headstock of my guitar and look like a complete dork. Okay, yeah, the guitar's intonated really well. That's probably why it sounds in tune. And so now I've got this nice heavy duty rhythm guitar track recorded, so we'll just put a solo on top of it. How's that? We'll just push record. Okay, we'll just push record and I'll start there. Okay, I think I've had about enough fun for today. Just messing around. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks for being here if you're here. If you're not here, you're not. There you go. Oh, my guitar. Yeah, buddy. I hear you, dude. I just don't. I use a snark here quite often, but having the ability to just open up your plug-in and turn a tuner on, pretty tough. And you can do it silently, so you don't have to listen to yourself tuning your guitar, and the audience doesn't have to listen to you tuning your guitar. You know, and then, or you can do it. I like to hear my guitar when I'm tuning, so that's kind of an important part of it. But you know, that's up to what you want when it comes to it. What's up, Epiphonium? Hey, how does my guitar sound okay, Epi? I'm curious. Is it sound like a terrible amp VST? I'm asking for it now. Like it's something that just really sucks. Oh. Yeah, it kind of does. It just sounds like a terrible amp VST that sucks. Yeah. I think it's funny. Here we go. Tuners need offsets. Yeah, I don't have one. And you know, here's another thing. Let me change this scene so that you can see. I get asked about a lot. Okay, thanks, Epiphonium. Because I'm really curious of your opinion of this. I'll show you the amp sim that I'm using, and I'm using a good old Strat, but it's got humbuckers in it, and it's got a coil tap. So now I'm single coil. Now I'm humbuckers, and a normal 5-way switch, single coil. So this thing can sound like a normal old Strat if I want, or it can sound like an angry old Strat if I want. So I'm running into Archetype Nollie. That's been a real popular one. that guys have downloaded, and a lot of friends of mine have gotten it, which is pretty cool. There's the amp head that I'm using, and I've got some delay going on at the back end of it, but we'll just turn all the effects off. So here's my tone. Right? And it's very quiet. My volume is all the way up, and I've got a noise gate going on it. If I reduce the gate, there's some noise that you don't like. I don't like. You know, I know a lot of you experienced guitar players know that you turn the volume off when you're done playing. It's just I've built a habit of doing that. It's a really good habit to get into. But that's my that's the sound that I'm getting out of a Nollie. About the tuning VF guy. Oh my God, are you kidding me? You know, and the other cool thing, Epi, I know you've been a little bit hard on and have made some comments about amp sims, so I'm not picking on you at all with regard to amp sims, but with amp sims, what you can do is, you know, you've got one amplifier, let's say, and you want to do two guitars. You're unable to do that, you know, if you don't have a bunch of amps laying around. So at this point, what I can do is let me show you what I'm doing here. I've got two instances of Neural DSP amp sims going, and I've now got a rhythm guitar track armed, and it's over on the left side. Right? Oh, that's in stereo, by the way. And then I've got Archetype Nollie right here on the left channel, right? We'll make this a little bit smaller. Let's make it small. All right, so there's that. And then I've got Archetype Gojira open on the other side. We'll make this small so that you can see both of my amplifiers that I'm playing through simultaneously. And I can float the just float selected. There we go. Let's clean on this up a little bit. I'm using Reaper. Just float selected. There we go. And we'll get those. So now it's a little more tidy. And I've got Nollie on my left side, and I've got Gojira on my right side, and I've got a nice stereo. That's interesting. What is happening here? Oh, I need to remove this send. Let me mute that. Let me mute that. I should have. Now I'm confused. What is going on here? That's weird that it's not showing. Oh, I probably opened the wrong instance of it. That's what's going on. I need to open this one. Now we'll be able to see this in full monitor. All right, so, you know, I know we can go in and tweak the amp all we want. You know, we can EQ it, we can turn the gain up. Now we've got stereo guitars. You know, I'm just playing simple stuff, but, you know, when you're sitting around home messing with amps, man, it's a great way to be able to get some really killer sounds. Now, I don't typically use a stereo rig like this. If I'm going to record in stereo, I'm going to play two different performances, obviously. Yeah, I've got a lot of high gain on these. Let's use some cleaner amps, and this is how hard it is to do that. I think you're seeing that. Yeah, here we go. So now we'll have some clean. And my guitar's out of tune again. That's amazing. It was just how I was holding the guitar. That's amazing how that happens. Yeah, it's out of tune. My goodness. What do I have to do? What do I have to do to keep your guitar in tune? It's incredible. You bump a guitar, it's amazing. And I have really good relative pitch, so when something's out, I know it. You know, and the cool part of this is, you know, with having both of these VSTs open at the same time, I can go to my Gojira and add a phaser to the one on the right. And then what I can do over here with the Nollie is add a reverb on the left. And so now I've got way big old stereo. Isn't that cool? Let's turn this delay patch back on. Should have some delay on my voice. Oh, let's turn the effects back on. Here we go. So now I got some delay. Should have some delay. Is that on? No, it's not on. There we go. It's not on. There we go. It's not on. There. Okay, we'll bring this back. All right. Without you, woman, by my side, I'm contemplating suicide, torn from all my pride. Man told me, son, that ain't the way. Gonna make a deal with you, child. Gonna live another day. Just sign right here, child. Everything will be alright. We can get all crazy. I don't sing that often. Tone deaf, okay? Yeah. Boy, I hear you guys on all of that. Those accounts, man. I've damaged my hearing pretty severely in my life, so I've learned to compensate for that with working on instruments a lot and recording a lot. I've lost a lot of the top end. I've got the 2K cut where I can't hear really shit above 2K. So, you know, you got to learn to compensate for the weaknesses that you've dealt yourself from playing through loud fucking amplifiers. I've done it. I ruined my hearing, ultimately. But, you know, I also use help from a lot of friends that have helped me compensate for that by pointing out stuff in my mixes that can be hurtful. I often get a little crazy with the 3K stuff on guitars. So I try to compensate by cutting that stuff in mixes that I release. Yeah, Hugh, dude, this stuff, you know, I'm running it I'm running a pretty simple setup right now. I mean, I'm using Restream on my master bus. I've got this RX8 voice denoise. If I get rid of this, you can hear that my voice gets a little bit quieter. And turn it back on. And what this does is it gets rid of a lot of the noise, the background noise in the room. If I get right up on this mic, like a lot of guys do, that's totally unnecessary. But for singing vocals, if you're singing quietly, it's nice to use it. If you're using an SM8, depends on the mic. But if I turn that off, it's still fairly clean. you know, for a live stream. And I kind of set this up for a live stream, you know, so that I can do stuff like sing the birthday song and play a YouTube video in stereo and have all the effects and stuff going. And it's really not that difficult to do, with a little bit of help from a friend. But I also have an EQ going in front of my microphone, and then I've got a little bit of compression going on. So when if I was to push record, it would record this compressor, and I can compress the shit out of my voice right now, and you can hear it go, wow, it's squished, boy. But you remove a little bit of that, and you've got some pretty good balance in your vocal, and I've EQ'd it so that I've gotten rid of all this noise and shit down here that the human voice can't even produce, and made up for it here in the mids, so I can beef up the bottom end of my voice and make myself sound. All these little things are just stuff you can kind of tweak while you get going and just get something that sounds pretty decent. Restream is up here on my master bus effects, and this is sending audio to OBS, which is right here. And you can see that the audio from my workstation is going into OBS. And if I play my guitar, that's a lot of secrets I'm sharing. Boy, this is, I know. So that's how I'm getting my audio from Reaper into OBS, and I've got a channel set up here that is actually coming out of alternate outputs in my on my sound card to get audio from videos on YouTube into my stream. Let me see. Hey Mark, what's up, buddy? So I'm able to open up like a YouTube video here. Should be able to do this. Let me open up a new screen. I'm going to drag this over here. Yeah, I use Google. And we'll try this again. GarageBand Weekly. Boy, there's a lot of stuff on GarageBand. Everybody is going with GarageBand, and that's great. If it helps you to create music, man, use it. Whatever tools you need. I've never gone there because I don't use Apple products. I'll never buy an Apple product again. Let's find a video here. How about Mark? Let's go back to Mark Tanner's channel. I hope Mark is okay with me playing music from his channel on my live stream. I might get a global for this. Yes, yes, I did. Justin, I'm using, let me show you my, first of all, let me play a song from that Mark recorded. Let's see. We did one called, it's probably way down here it is. That's the drum, Fix You Acoustic for my kids. Let's see, maybe this is it. I don't know if this has the guitar. Oh, here we go. Maybe? No, that's a different. Maybe? I don't know. Let's try this. We'll listen in stereo, I think.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah. There he is. I cannot wait to see his face again. Okay. So, another no Apple guy. I love you. Yeah, right. I got you. I'm not opposed to Apple. I'm just well, actually, yeah, I am. It's the products themselves and the fact that I can't put an MP3 on an iPhone that I recorded in my own house. It's wow, you guys are dog paws. You guys are actually recording something. That is great to see. Yeah, no, Apple is so proprietary that I can't drop an MP3 from my DAW into my onto my phone. and that I find appalling. Uh, that's sad that you can't just drag and drop a file onto your cell phone. That's my big hang up with Apple. Not to mention, you know, I'm used to using a Windows machine, and Androids are more that geared towards that. So that's my problem with. But again, you know, we can play YouTube videos in stereo on another YouTube live stream, and I'm using OBS, Restream, and Reaper to do all of that. Yeah, that's what that's all about. Go back to Reaper here. I was just, you know, kind of running a test today, and I really appreciate you guys being here. What's up, Preston? It's just kind of messing around today. Didn't have much to do. Didn't have any real good ideas for any kind of song stuff. So we'll do some delays on both sides just to get kind of a cool lots of nice big broad stereo. Oh, my modulation's not on that. We'll turn that down a little bit. Yeah. And you know, the other thing that you can do with these kind of cool stuff that you can do, we'll get rid of this, you know, with these synths that I inserted here. I'm gonna get rid of these guitar tracks that I recorded, and just because I can. Is that you can change the tempo of them. So okay, we'll just push. Let me delete this. We'll just push record. Let me get rid of that. Here we go. Okay. So. Okay. I don't like that. You can change it to 110 beats per minute and go that route. Or you can go to 60 beats per minute and get really slow for you. I shot video of myself recording this these goofy synth lines. It's kind of been an ongoing joke a little bit in some of the circles I run into, and how simple it is to create music in today's day and age. Hey. Hey, dude. And I was streaming Falcrow's live stream that he was broadcasting today live. I was streaming it live on my channel. We had a dual live stream going on. That was kind of cool. Hey, Synth, what's up? Synth, what are you using? I am really curious what you're using for your recording stuff. Your original music was really super cool, and it was really fun to listen to that. I was just shocked. I'm curious if you're set up to be recording at home, if you're using Pro Tools. Yeah. I'm really super curious. I hope you're still here and can answer that question for me. I know what Mark Tanner's using most of the time, and Tim. Tim's using Logic. Scott is using Pro Tools. Falcrow's using Reaper. I'm using Reaper. Hugh is Hugh is on his way to using Reaper. In the very near future, he's already getting dangerous. I'm really curious what you're using, Sith. And I picked you out because I heard some of your music and I was just like, whoa, shit. Okay, that's real. Okay, okay, that's okay. Thank you for sharing that. You use Studio One. Okay, so all right. Well, I'm begging you to record some. I'm begging you to record some other music. When I actually got a chance to hear your voice, I was just shocked. It was really very cool to hear. Okay, so you've got multiple forms of DAWs to work in, and that's great. I'm pretty much personally, I only use Reaper just because I'm so familiar with it, and it's been so successful and easy to use. Um, yeah, I would love to be able to invite a guest on my broadcast, but I'm not using Zoom or what's the other one? StreamYard. I'll be polite. Or anything like that. Unfortunately I'm having to go solo right now. Yeah, I would love to hear more of your recordings, Sith. Okay, yeah, I can get that. I'm in the midst of working on some other collaborations also. I needed to step away from that stuff. Sometimes you can get a little bit buried and your creativity and your playing kind of suffers. You've been living in the recording world for way too long. Um, let me do this. I'm curious, with respect, Preston, if you're still here, dude, where are you at today with regard to having your Windows and your recording setup up and running? I know you have a completely different concept for your routing and using a mixing console outside of the box. I'm wondering if you've made a bunch of progress today. I mean, obviously you're able to get online and all that. I'm just curious. Um, yeah, I agree, Justin. 100%, bro. Um, where are you at with regard? I'm just curious because it's been fun over the last couple days. Justin has been sending me song ideas and creative outlets, and the Falcrow Richard has been getting his stuff dialed in, and his 4i4 is working perfectly now. Had some issues yesterday. I have to think that it was either processing error or user error, or made one change and fucked stuff up. It can happen. Um, yeah. Okay. Okay. I got you. Okay. 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 Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, it's just been really fun over the last couple days to watch several people in the primarily the people that I've met from watching the Metalhead Hippie show, um, and or friends that I've had for a long time offer up some really great ideas for stuff, and to watch the Falcro go live today, um, to DW without going broke. I hear you. Roadies, look up how much it costs to buy an 18i20, a Scarlett 18i20 third gen. They're right around the $500 range, and that gives you 8 individual mic channels to run a band into. You have 8 individual channels. So if you couple that with a mixing console, let's say you mic up a drum kit, you've already got a mixing board in your room. I've seen your practice pad. I don't know what you have for a mixing console, but you could run the drums into a mixing console and run that into 2 channels. Let's do a count here. 2 channels on your 18i20, which gives you 8 individual microphone inputs. So come out for your board, mic your drum kit up on that. So you've got 2 channels used for your drum kit. You've got one for your lead guitar. You've got one for your bass on your 18i20. So we've now used half of the channels. You've got 2 more for vocals, let's just say. And then that leaves you 2 more for guitars. So for $500 plus the mixing board that you already own, at that point, you are able to record your whole band into a DAW, whether it be Pro Tools, Reaper, or otherwise. And you could literally stream live like I'm doing right now with a band rehearsal. I don't know if that's helpful to you, brother, but, and I make it sound really freaking simple, but I gotta be honest, I've done it. Yeah. Environmental mics, multi-directional mics. Yeah. There's always that. Okay. Zingium mic, max volume, boost. Okay. I'm talking into a Shure SM7 right now, and I have the gain on the Focusrite just cranked, and I don't know, I'm hoping my voice isn't sounding like shit. Sounds pretty good in my headphones. And I could go here to this channel on my DAW and disarm that. There was probably just a little touch of delay because I'm running a loop on an older generation of Scarlett. I don't have the loop back function. Yeah, Rody, dude. I mean, it's not a break the bank situation. You guys are recording your stuff in your videos that I see on the Hippie Show. You guys are recording your stuff as a band, and it seems like you've got a good mix. But you could sure have a lot more control. If you got an 8-channel audio interface. They're not that expensive, man. Behringer's making some really cheap ones right now. Plug directly into the PC. Yeah, I understand. Preston, I got you. You're having to deal with USB mics, or you're working with a USB mic or something like that, and I've never gone there. I don't use USB mics, although I've spent a lifetime buying microphones. And that's no shit, man. I've got a drawer, the bottom drawer on that cabinet right over there next to my front door is full of microphones, and I've got mics on stands all over my room that I use if they're needed. Solo going to the phone. Okay. Yeah, Rody, do you own an audio interface? Like a Focusrite 4i4 or even a 2i2 or something like that? I'm curious. Yeah, thank you, Epiphonia. It sounds great to me. And again, with Reaper, I can go into my vocal track. You can see my voice going in right here. This is a master bus, so I can turn my voice. If I have multiple tracks of my voice going at the same time, I can turn them all down, up or down. So that's kind of what I got going there. But I can also add effects to my voice right here. Again, the happy birthday. Happy birthday. I can do that with the click of a button. Pretty simple. USB mixer, but the mic is a DI using the audio inputs from on my PC. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You've got the solo. Okay, Roadies. Yeah. I got you. So you're, Justin. Um, so you, yeah, the Focusrite track solo, and are you using a Mac? Do you have a Mac laptop, or do you have a yeah, that's what I'm here for, man. You wouldn't believe it. And Synth, there's another dude in this chat named Justin Mai that is one of the most knowledgeable computer audio recording artists, mixing vampires you will ever talk to. I am not kidding. Justin has helped me in ways I cannot even begin. If I had to pay, in fact, the computer I'm running right now, Justin gave me for Christmas last year. I've had it for almost a year. Yeah, I don't know if I've got. Let me X Mike's here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's cool. I'm trying to follow this chat, and I don't know how long the delay is that I've got going on. I'm guessing it's probably somewhere around 6 or 7 seconds. So you've got a Mac desktop. Okay. Well, dude, that ought to be way powerful enough to well, not that it's any more powerful than a PC. That's a big misnomer. I think if you did some research, you'd find out that some of the greatest movie soundtracks in the world were not recorded using a Macintosh or Pro Tools for that matter. But they're very expensive, and they do nothing more than a PC can do. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, man, there are a couple dudes in this room right now that can. I mean, if you're looking to get your stuff set up to record, I wish the Falcro was here. He might still be, but between last night and today, and we got him to get rid of the fucking banana. If you've got banana on your computer, fucking delete it right fucking now. That stuff is shit. And I will say that about that. That has messed up my audio system so deeply. If you're running banana on your computer, you are wasting your time. It might work for you, I suppose. It's just, it messed up my system. Mac desktop, dude, Rody, you ought to be able to, if you could get your hands on an 8-channel audio interface that will just simply plug into a USB port. I know on Macs you got to have Lightning or some sort of stuff like that. Yeah, I think, yeah, the Falcro. Let's see, when did you get started? You got Banana and downloaded the audio drivers for the Focusrite, downloaded Reaper, basically reset up your system starting what? Was that Friday afternoon? Help me with the time frame. Might have been Saturday. Nothing pretty about Synth. Do you use Banana? Does it work for you? Hey, that's all right, dude. Okay. I love bananas. It's one of the healthiest things a diabetic could eat. Take my word for it. Hey, Ed, have a great afternoon, evening. Probably see you later. There you go. I've just been a witness to, I had, in fact, Justin was the one that recommended that I get Banana, and I downloaded it and just could not make heads or tails of it. It was such a unintuitive piece of there you go. From one of the greatest sound engineers in the music industry, in my humble opinion. Banana is cool as hell, but impossible to understand. Traction from the Mackie mixer, but could never get the computer to recognize the board. Yeah. Okay, so Falcro started basically, yeah. Okay, so between Friday and today, and actually last night, the Falcro got a Windows machine, a machine that he built himself. Got a Scarlett 4i4, which is the exact same interface that Metalhead Hippie's using. Got Reaper installed, got OBS up and running, was able to live stream today with his Reaper feeding directly into OBS and broadcasting live on YouTube this afternoon. That's I'm trying to pay close attention to what's happening in the chat. Yeah. Oh, Ed, you're having the internet issues. I got you. Okay. Man, I hope you can get that sorted out. Yeah. And I do love bananas. They're very healthy. Nothing pretty about synth. You do a lot of synth-based rhythmic feel stuff, and I'm curious about the gear that you're using to produce that stuff. Are you doing a lot of that inside GarageBand? Are you on a Mac computer? Are you using a Windows machine? I'm just curious. I mean, I'm trying to get to the bottom of a lot of the music that I hear, and I don't hear a lot on a lot of the shows. People sharing about their process that they use, or the software that they use. Hmm. I'm wow. Yeah, roadies, man. I really think that you would be very, very happy. And I am willing to help you get through the process. If you're willing to use a Zoom meeting, I will not use StreamYard. I won't use it. I've watched it make stuff sound terrible. It seems limiting and probably a really cheap fix. Zoom's free, and if you and I hooked up on a Zoom meeting, although you did say you have a Mac, so I probably should take that back. I can't navigate on a Macintosh computer. You'll need to get help from somebody like Jade Star or maybe Mark, to get you up and running. I can't navigate on a Macintosh. I don't care to learn, unfortunately. I don't want to limit myself, but I really don't want to go there on a Mac. All right, so let's take a left turn here, a big left turn. What I would maybe ask is for somebody to pick a key, an actual musical key. Sith, you have an idea of a musical key that you like to write in? I don't know if Sith is still here, and I'm kind of picking people out by just randomly. Roadies, you need a multi-channel audio interface, by the way, to do what you're trying to do with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-piece band. It's a 5-piece, yeah. You've got 2 guitars, vocals, bass, and drums. Okay, don't ask Mark about Macintosh. F. Fuck you, Hugh. F sharp, now we're talking. I love you, Preston. Oh, dude. Okay. Okay, chord, voice sample V1. Innovation mono station, but I use a ton of gear. Mics, all the 8-line mixer into a little interface into Windows 10. Okay, so you're set up pretty well. That sounds like a really cool. Scott, I was waiting for that, bro. Preston, I love that you picked F sharp. Okay, so here in my DAW, I've got all this stuff already programmed, and I'm gonna delete it just because it's such a fun thing to be able to do this so quickly. Let's delete that. I'm gonna go down here to Easy Drummer again. We're gonna activate Easy Drummer. And I think the Falcrow asked me about Easy Drummer today, so I'm gonna work with Easy Drummer for just a few moments here. Let's set the tempo at 135 just to kind of keep it realistic. Let's see, let's go back to the beginning. Okay. Okay. So I want to start here. Let's go to my browser. Easy Drummer, very simple software to use. Let's go to a straight mid-tempo type drum pattern. Okay, F sharp. We're talking F sharp. Here we go. We're gonna start building a song right now. How's that drum beat? Pretty cool? Okay, we're gonna add another section of verse. Let's see what this one sounds like. Okay. I kind of did this here a couple weeks back, but I was forced to play in a key that was not very comfortable. It wasn't F sharp. Let's listen. Oops, sorry. Okay, so we're on a pre-chorus. Okay, and then we're gonna go into a chorus here. We'll just go to variation 2. Okay, I don't like that. We're gonna remove that. And I'm gonna try and keep this up where you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm not digging that chorus section, so I'm gonna go to a different. There we go. I'm digging that. Okay, so we're gonna go to a chorus section. So now we've got a couple of sections of verse, a pre-chorus, and a chorus, and I'm gonna select all those and copy them and just duplicate the length. Paste them in there, and we'll select them all, get them all lined up. Okay, so now I've got about a minute and a half maybe worth of drums going here. I mean, this is really a simple boom, smack drum pattern. And I'm going to mute these so I don't have to listen to them playing twice. There we go. So now I've got a drum pattern here. I've got some synth going on. Let's see. We could go with that. No, I don't want to hear that. Both. And we're F sharp. Okay. Let's get a guitar. Let's get a guitar out so I can work with my roots. We'll get some guitar going here. We're just gonna, just for the sake of argument, let's make our amp a little more pissed off. We'll go to our, let's turn our effects off just so we don't have a bunch of reverb and delay going all over. Not digging that tone, but let's put a overdrive in front of the amp, and we'll do the old Stevie Ray Vaughan trick, so we can not digging that amplifier a whole lot. I'm going to go back to something a little heavier, I believe. Okay, so you did not specify, Preston, you did not specify a, let's see, you did not specify, yeah. Okay, key for drums. Well, I can tune the drums, and I will. Okay, thank you, Preston. Let's use F sharp. I'm a real big fan of the Lydian mode, and I do know music theory fairly deeply. So let's use F sharp major. Okay, let's see, how can we do this? Trying to find something, and we'll find something here in F sharp that will accommodate maybe F sharp Lydian, and I'm just totally fucking winging it at this point. Let me get my pick ready because the tempo's fast enough. Okay, F sharp major. Wait a minute. Where did my drums go? Why did my drum? Oh, that's why. Let me undo that. Boom. Now I undid my mistake. Now let's try this again. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's turn this synth off. There was some weirdness happening there. Where did that come from? Oh, that's where it came from. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, let's try this again. Just writing a song here. I have no idea if I could even try and follow that along again, but I don't care. And what's interesting here is that what I've got going on are two different takes inside of Reaper. This is one cool thing about it. If I select that track, what I've got is the first take that I recorded. Right? And then now we're doing the second take. So you never record completely over anything. I can listen to the first take that I did, or I can use the one that I just got done playing. Maybe you don't like that part, so you'd rather go listen to this first one. It's just... Okay, and if you don't like that, start over again. I mean, I'm just winging a chord progression right now, but if I push record again, which is the R button on my keyboard, here we go, and I'm doing another take. Okay, now I've got 3. Oh my goodness, what a mess. Well, if I want to listen to the second take that I just did, I just do that, and here's another take. Okay, I don't like that one. I want to listen to the third one I just did. So ultimately what I'm doing here is kind of showing you all how simple it is to overdub to get your takes really well. You can do all of this stuff in one track, and really get a, and forgive me, I want to get some more light on this situation so you can see my mug a little better. So that it makes it very simple for you to record guitar tracks inside Reaper. And I have not looked at the chat recently. Jade, what's up? Okay. Oh boy. Okay. So let me see. So I wanted to use I wanted to get a little bit technical here and work with modes with regard to this progression. So now I've wasted 3 takes through this, and Preston picked F sharp as a key, but I failed to use. Let me make sure. So I've got. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to see if I can do something heavy in F sharp. Here we go. Okay, let's keep that. Let's see if that works with F sharp Lydian as a mode to solo over that, and I want to put some delay on my guitar just for the hell of it. That's much better. I should be able to do this. Yeah. And I just got guitar and drums at this point. Okay. it doesn't work real well. I could just use F sharp and A flat, I suppose. Let's go back. And I'm just messing around, man. Actually, let's use E. How about... Okay. Now let's throw some lead on that. What the hell? Just stop. Just stop. It's fun to have such great sound, though. I found my finger tapping mode. Yeah, Easy Drummer is such a simple program. It's so easy. I love using it. Dojo, what's up, brother? Man, I'm really I'm grateful to y'all for hanging out. Wow, it says there's 20 people here, really. Wow. Yeah, I'm just messing around with my DAW today, and what was it? Nothing crazy about synth or whatever. Let's put a bass line on this with a synthesizer. I think no. Oh, I've got to. Let's shift that down. Nah, that's kind of ugly. Maybe two of them. And the whole push one button to get a really wicked ass sound is kind of funny. You need a flashlight. Oh wait, no, flashlight. Sorry. Oh, you are hilarious. It's funny, Hugh, the other day I was having a discussion with a young man from, he grew up in Russia and he's visiting the US. He's here in our town. He's really a bright young man and very, very thick accent, and I was like I couldn't understand some of the stuff he was saying. He's like, yeah, I was talking to this guy from Scotland the other day, and I couldn't understand a word he was saying. I was like, oh my God, dude. Yeah. Um, it's interesting. Well, Hugh, dude, I'm just messing around with, and you know, a lot of times, with stuff like this, some of the music that you listen to on that you've heard on the Metalhead Hippie Show, or otherwise, have been inspired by going, oh man, that just sounds wicked, and it creates an emotion or some sort of lyrical idea just by hearing, you know, a note on a synthesizer. I can tell you that that is how. What was the song? I Can See It All From Here, that my brother-in-law John wrote lyrics to. That was all inspired by, I found these cool rhythmic things that happen with the push of a button. I mean, it's pretty difficult to write EDM music, and I have to laugh, and it's kind of been an inside joke with a couple people. Synth, yeah, I live in Northeast Oregon. Very, very, very small town when it comes to where a lot of folks live. I grew up in Portland, Oregon, though. Portlandia ruined that city. Thank you very much. Yeah, yeah, nothing pretty about synth. You know, I'm messing with some synth stuff, and again, this software that I'm using here is completely free. This program is free. Now we'll just get down to one of these. You know, and maybe you don't like that drum loop. Maybe you'd rather have flying saucers or... And I have touch sensitivity set up on my keyboard so that if I hit it hard, it'll get louder and all that. This is a $79 MIDI controller. Here it is. I think I showed this earlier, but that's all I gotta do. I'm playing synth. It's funny. It's kind of funny. But you know, with a little creativity, you can turn, you know, some pretty. You can do some really cool shit. And let's say the drums are a little loud. You'd rather hear. You know, I mean, you got. Here's another thing, on the educational side of Reaper. This was mind blowing to me, and that is that, you know, I've got, again, I think I may have mentioned this earlier, but you'll notice that some of these tracks over here on the left side of my screen, some of them are a little bit wider than others. These narrower tracks. The reason for that is you got a little, if we make this track nice and big, at the bottom of this track, there's a little folder. If I click on it, stuff changes. Now it's not a folder anymore. But what this does, if I push that once, this track becomes my synth master. I probably should find other words to use for that, because that word has become a PC thing, whatever. But it controls the synth. So I've got, you can see I've got audio going into three. Let's just arm all of them, and now got all of my synths going at the same time, and if I want them to shut off, I push one mute button, and my synths are gone. If you're using Reaper, I would highly recommend getting used to using this sort of thing for multi-track stuff so that you can turn all of the synths simultaneously down with one fader move. And I know in to do that in what's the program? The one that everybody says is the greatest shit since sliced bread, and it's not. Pro Tools. That's right. Pro Tools. I've done the same thing with my my vocal track here. My vocals are all run through a master bus so that I can just turn with one fader. My guitars are all done in the same way, and to set that up, I mean, literally, here, what I'll do is I'll set up a chain. Let's go down to the bottom of my session here. So I'm going to go down here and insert multiple tracks. And I'm going to put, let's put 4 in there. Okay. So now I've got 4 new tracks. And I'm going to call this, let's just say bass. Let's put 4 bass guitars in there. And we're going to call this, we'll just call that bass. Right? Oh, it turns blue. I wonder how that happened. Now I'm going to, so I've got my bass guitar plugged in. Let's make this input 1. My guitar's plugged in. No, let's make this input 3. So my guitar's now plugged in into my bass track. Okay, I'm gonna go back up here and turn off my actual guitar channel. So now my guitar is going into this bass track, and we'll just make it go into 2 different bass tracks. Let's make this input 3 also. So now I've got my guitar going into 2 different bass tracks, right? We'll just call it bass for the heck of it. And if I click this button right here, now this is the you can see all my basses going into 1 track. And if I want to turn it down a little bit, I move 1 fader. I want to turn it up a little bit. I mean, this sort of stuff in Reaper is so incredibly simple to do, but to have total control. So you can mix, a couple of different bass tracks, let's just say. We just call it bass for the sake of argument, and we'll just call this bass master bus. Boom, done. Now my basses are all in 1 fader, and it's just that simple. Again, I don't use Pro Tools simply because I think that sort of stuff is far more complicated to do. Yeah, and all you're hearing right now is my guitar plugged straight into my audio interface, 0 latency. Let's see if I just drop. Oh, I didn't drop it on the floor. 0 latency. And if I want to put a bass amp on it, I click the effects button and we'll grab the BST3 Dark Glass Ultra. If Synth is still here, she might want to check this out. All right, we'll disarm this track. And grab a bass guitar because we're talking about bass. Where did my cable go? Oh, I made the mistake of dropping my cable on the floor here. That was dumb. There it is. Okay. I'm hoping my voice is still sounding pretty clear. I've got an SM7 and I'm, about a foot away from it. And I just wonder if... So now I've got my bass run into the Dark Glass. Change the speaker cabinet on that a little bit. Let's move that over. I'd like to get it a little bit brighter, and we're going to turn on the second mic. Oh boy, now we've got a dynamic 57 and a 33 or 52. Boy, that sounds pretty good. I've got two different amps. Got the, this one's gonna have a little bit more grit. And this is just the default banger. We'll give it some overdrive. Not the greatest bass tone in the world. And the other thing is that you're probably hearing a little bit of the bass through the microphone because I'm really smacking the shit out of the strings, which is not terribly smart. And I'm playing with a pick. That's just... These dark glass, without it, just bypass the effect. My guitar's a little out of tune with it. And the presets in here are pretty dang cool. Let's go to Alex Webster. Let's find somebody that's got, here we go. We'll just scroll through a few of these. Yes, great bass tone, and tons of them. Tons of different bass tones. There's a nice one. I like that. That's nice and low. A little bit hot, probably. A little bit hot. Just turn it down. Got a volume knob. It's pretty simple. These plugins are not that expensive either. They just had a big sale. So I'm hoping that maybe some of you found that and jumped on that, because this stuff is just super killer. Bring on the rumble. Yeah, I tune in your guitar. Okay, Synth, so you got that. Awesome. Well, you can have it in a software version and not have to use it. If you're running the VST should run in Pro Tools. I think they depending on, or Studio One. You're running Studio One. I love the dark glass thing, man. That's one of the best plugins I ever got. We talked a little bit about cab IRs recently in some of the discussions we've had. I do own a lot. Yes, absolutely, Sith. I'm not giving anybody else money for those guys' hard work. I do have the ability on this to, in my effects chain, I'll go to my effects chain here. I can, okay, so right now with this particular plugin, the cab IR is actually shut off. And if I right click on it, now the cab IR is on. However, I can go in here and add a program called Mix IR 2. And inside this, it's red wires. I've got the big box. I use 48.8 at 24-bit. I can, let's see, what's the one? Oh, yeah, the Music Man. Let's see. Where is it? It's been a while since I've used this. Where is it? I'm getting a warning that my blood glucose is... Oh, here we go. The best bass cabinet ever built, the SVT 810. And with a Coles 4038 microphone. And I can place it on the cone of that cabinet about 3 feet away. And so I've got, oops, sorry. And if I drag that in here, I now have a Coles 38 on an SVT 810 placed on the cone at about 36 inches distance. and I can get that tone out of my as if I'm playing through that speaker cabinet. Um, uh, it, it's incredible what you can do, and not only that, but let's just go back here and let's find a let's see, Aguilar DB15. We could use an Aguilar 15-inch bass cab with an Earthworks TC30. That's kind of a cool. And so you can position it on the port of the cabinet. So now I'm running through an 810 and a 115 with a TC30 on one of the cabinets and a 4038 on the other one. And you know, I realize that people think that this stuff is a kind of a joke, if you will, but I beg to differ. Mm, 610, yeah. Man. Yep. And the dog paw, I just threw the 15 on there. Yeah, the Mix IR, I think I paid around $300 for this piece of software right here that you're seeing. And to try and give you an idea of how many different cabinets are in this, here you go. Bassman with 410s, Bogner 212s, deluxe reverb type cabinet, 12-inch with K30 or K56s. These halfbacks are really cool sounding cabinets. You've got some high watt stuff in here. They've IR'd all of this stuff, digitized them. The Mesa Mark II with EVs, and then with the classic vintage 30s or 25s. Got all these Marshall cabs. I mean, you want to get nuts. You want to go down a rabbit hole. And again, I don't spend a ton of time using this stuff because the stuff that comes in the dark glass, they're so good. I don't know why you would actually use them. And the reason I got the Mix IR plugins was simply because I own some tube amplifiers over here that both of them have DIs, and I'm able to plug my guitar directly with a mic cable directly into my audio interface, and I don't have a cabinet in the way. I can't run a cabinet in my apartment. There are neighbors 7 feet from my head right now, literally, and I can't do that. So having these cab IRs available for me to have that kind of response going on, it is no joke. It is such a huge difference with regard to the way that my guitar responds when I play it, having played through, yeah, and I get it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I those cab IRs are they're no joke. The fact that we're able to get amplifiers so closely matched to the actual amplifiers that we've all owned. I mean, I I own a JCM 800, and I can match that thing. I mean, literally perfect. You would not know. Synth can get loud, huh? Oh God. Oh my God. Yeah. Hey, take it easy, Preston. Thanks for coming in, man, and sharing a little bit today. That was cool. Hello, Mitch. Hello. Just really been kind of having a bit of a recording info slash what are you using session today. I went live just because I was sitting here playing a little bit of guitar and figured I should share with some folks. Hey, take it easy, Preston. Yeah, this stuff is not terribly complicated to get up and running. Okay. Yeah, I think it's about time for me to get going too. I've got to eat something. My pancreas is telling me that I am hungry, and it's also telling me that my blood glucose is a little bit low. Welcome to the world of type 1 diabetics. It's awesome. It's not too bad, but I should probably get going, you guys. All right, y'all. Hey, I very much appreciate you guys hanging with me a little bit today. It's great to see so many of you here. I'll be doing more of these as time goes on. It was really fun to do the write a song type stuff. Maybe we can get some of you songwriters in here to help me do that. And I think maybe the next one I do, I might add a guest to be with me. Oh, all right, you guys. I'm gonna try and stop this stream. Yeah, Epiphonium, thanks for being here today, brother. Probably see a few here in a couple hours at the Hippies live stream. I think he's got one going tonight. Again, Valcro, you're very welcome, brother, and I'm glad to have been able to help you. I hope things stay solid for you and your recording process. I think we got you dialed in, brother. And I want to hear it one more time. You got rid of, right, the banana, and it solved all of your audio issues, correct? Am I correct in that? Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. Thanks, y'all. Jack, it's good to see you today. The dog paw. Good to see you. Scott, thanks for being here. Mitch, thanks for dropping in. Preston, Synth, I really appreciate you being here. Rhodey's Jam, I hope that you're able to get your band recording live. And I think some of the advice that I offered you today might be very helpful. Yep. Yeah, Roadies, I hope you can get yourself set up. You need a multi-channel audio interface. That would solve a lot of your recording stuff. You'd be able to do multi-track. So look into it. I highly recommend Scarlett products or Focusrite products. Been using them for decades. So, oh. All right, you are all a witness to me with my neighbor learning to play some kind of fucking horn. You hear that shit? Can you guys hear that? I'm gonna crank the gain on this mic. You've got to hear this. This is okay. I'm gonna go now. Peace, y'all. I'm gonna figure out how to shut this live stream off. I think I can. Let me go to. Let me see. I should be able to do this. Stopping a live stream can be a real pain in the neck. Live. Let me see. Let me check this. Okay. Here we go. Yes, I think I've got it. Okay, end stream. There we go.